it's Vijaya, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my recipe for chicken chili. Now this is an OG Vijaya recipe going back to when I was 12 years old and I first created it, and ever since there have been a few changes here and there, but the essence of the recipe has stayed the same. And basically what it is a chili that is prepared with chicken instead of beef. It has a ton of veggies in it, some beans which adds a little bit of heartiness, and a ton of spices which make it so aromatic. This is one of those dishes that you want to get comfy and cozy with, especially on a cold day. And when it's ready, I love topping it off with a little bit of grated cheddar, a squeeze of lime. So good and so easy to prepare. And if you're looking for the recipe, it is just under this video. Let's get started. The thing I love about this recipe is that it's a great way to clear out your crisper and get a ton of veggies into your chili. So today I have some finely minced white onion, some celery, red pepper, and carrots in this bowl, but you can just as easily add some mushrooms, which I have in the past. It's delicious, some jalapenos. It's a great way to use up what you have on hand. So I have a little wok going. You can also do this in a deep pot. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna tip our veggies in and then saute them off until they get nice and soft and aromatic. Next, I'm going to grate in some fresh garlic, and we're gonna saute that off for about 10 to 15 seconds until that gets fragrant as well. Everything in this pot smells so good right now. We're starting to develop flavors, which is exactly what you want to do for a chili, layer upon layer upon layer of flavor. Now we're going to add in our chicken. Now, if you're vegetarian, don't sweat it. You can use a ground meat alternative, or as I mentioned before, go in with a ton of mushrooms. It's excellent in this recipe. So I'm just gonna add my chicken in, and then we're gonna cook it on medium-high heat for about 5 to 7 minutes until it completely cooks through and slightly browns. Now, if you know me and if you've watched enough of my videos, you know how much I love passata. Passata, I use it in my curries all the time, pasta sauces, and all that it is are tomatoes that have been picked at the peak of their season and then pureed and then bottled like this. And this is perfect for this chili. So we're gonna pour our passata in. I'm also gonna pour in a little bit of water, and now we're ready to get seasoning. Now I can tell you right now, there are a million chili recipes on the face of this planet, and what makes each one unique and different are the flavorings that you add to it, the spices. So I have a beautiful bevy of spices on this plate in front of me. They're already like hitting my nose. They smell so good. I have a little bit of cumin, which is gonna add a nice earthiness, some coriander, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne chili, smoked paprika, as well as oregano. Now they're gonna go into the mix. I'm gonna season with a little bit of salt as well as some black pepper, and we're gonna give that a nice stir. Typically when I make chili, I have to add beans. They're an extra source of protein. They add a little bit of bite and creaminess, and I use whatever I can find in my pantry. So that switches up based on what's available. I like using tinned beans, and all I do is I rinse them under water until they're nice and clean. Today I'm using red kidney beans, but you can just as easily use a bean mix or black beans or white beans. Whatever you have on hand, it's gonna work great. So we're gonna add our beans in, and we're gonna give this a nice mix to incorporate. And now is when you wanna take the time to cook this chili out. So we're gonna cook the chili on about medium heat for 30 minutes or so. That'll give it enough time to concentrate in flavor, for those tomatoes to cook out, and for it to get nice and mellow and harmonious. Now off the heat, I'm going to stir in a ton of freshly chopped coriander, and just like that, our easy spicy chicken chili is done. I've gone ahead and fixed myself up a bowl. It smells amazing. It is piping hot. And if you were to just stop right here and eat your chili, you would be good to go. It's delicious. However, through time, I've sort of figured out the toppings that I love most with my chili. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, and as that melts into the chili, amazing things happen, as well as a nice squeeze of lime. Now you can also do sour cream on top. I've done shredded sweet white onion. They're all great additions. Now let's go in for the bite. You wanna get a little bit of everything. my goodness. It's really, really good, you guys. This, you guys, is pure comfort in a bowl. I feel right at home with this one. The very first thing that you get is that hit of spices. It's mellowed out over the cooking process, but you can taste each one distinctly. So that earthy cumin's coming through, that pop of smoked paprika, as well as the citrusy coriander, blended together with the chicken and those tender beans. And then the kicker is that fresh coriander on top and that squeeze of lime. It makes all the difference. Now, if you're looking for an easy one-pot meal, this is it. It also makes for great nachos if you want to switch it up a little. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a big ol' thumbs up. You know how that makes me feel. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe for more videos. And as always, if you have a question, comment, concern, or request, leave it in the comments box down below. Until my next video, I will see you all later. Bye.